Leonarda Cianciulli's life, from her humble beginnings in Montella to her descent into a nightmarish world of murder and madness, paints a haunting portrait of the human psyche pushed to its darkest limits. Born into poverty on April 18, 1894, Cianciulli's childhood was marked by hardships and an unstable family environment. Her parents' tumultuous relationship and the financial struggles they faced left a profound impact on her young mind. As she grew older, she longed for a better life, hoping that marriage would offer an escape from the cycle of poverty and misfortune that seemed to follow her family. Against her parents' wishes, Cianciulli married a man and started a family of her own. However, her married life turned tragic as she endured the heartbreak of losing 13 out of 17 children to various illnesses and accidents. The deaths of her children took a severe toll on her mental and emotional well-being, leaving her with an overwhelming sense of loss and desperation. In the late 1930s, Cianciulli sought solace and answers from a fortune teller, hoping to find an explanation for the tragedies that befell her family. Little did she know that this encounter would be the catalyst for her transformation into a cold-blooded killer. The fortune teller, capitalizing on her vulnerable state, manipulated her fears and superstitions, convincing her that a curse had been placed upon her family. According to the fortune teller's wicked counsel, the only way to lift the curse and protect her remaining children was through human sacrifices. Under the influence of these dark beliefs, Leonarda Cianciulli began her reign of terror. Between 1939 and 1940, she targeted 3 women whom she deemed suitable suitors for her eldest son. With calculated deception, she enticed these women into her home with the false promise of securing lucrative employment or marriage prospects in a far-off town. Once inside her dwelling, Cianciulli would offer her victims drugged wine, causing them to lose consciousness. In their helpless state, she would unleash unimaginable acts of violence, taking their lives with an axe or other sharp instruments. The cruelty and brutality with which she dispatched her victims were chilling, as if she had tapped into an abyss of malevolence within herself. Following the killings, Cianciulli engaged in a series of disturbing rituals designed to cover up her crimes and eradicate any evidence. She dismembered the bodies of her victims and used caustic soda to dissolve their flesh, hoping to prevent any identification of the remains. But the horror did not end there. In an act of profound depravity, she turned the remains into soap, believing that this macabre process would further protect her children. Even more horrifyingly, she baked their flesh into tea cakes, which she then shamelessly distributed to her unsuspecting neighbors and friends. The disappearance of Virginia Cacioppo, one of Cianciulli's victims, ultimately led to her capture. The police investigation revealed the gruesome truth, shocking the community and the nation alike. Upon her arrest in 1940, Cianciulli initially denied any involvement in the murders, but the weight of evidence against her was insurmountable. During her interrogation, she broke down and confessed to the heinous crimes, revealing the chilling details of her acts. The trial of Leonarda Cianciulli in 1946 became a media spectacle, capturing the public's morbid fascination with her horrific deeds. She was found guilty and sentenced to 30 years in prison and 3 years in a criminal asylum. The court, as well as the public, struggled to comprehend the darkness that resided within her soul. Throughout her years of incarceration, Cianciulli grappled with the consequences of her actions and the unfathomable depths of her own malevolence. She died on October 15, 1970, from cerebral apoplexy, taking the secrets of her troubled mind to the grave. The legacy of Leonarda Cianciulli endures as a chilling cautionary tale, a haunting reminder of the capacity for darkness that resides within humanity. Her story continues to captivate the imagination, prompting reflections on the destructive power of superstition, irrational beliefs, and unchecked malevolence. The name the Soap-Maker of Correggio remains etched in infamy, a stark testament to the horrors that human beings are capable of when driven to the brink of madness. May her memory serve as a somber reminder of the importance of empathy, compassion, and reason in the face of life's darkest trials.